In this video, I share my opinion and my experience with the Ryobi 2000 PSI premium brushless electric pressure washer, and I like to find out whether it uses less water than a regular garden hose and nozzle. Hi, I'm Jim with the Works IRL channel. Thank you to all the subscribers. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Together, we find out what works in real life. In my previous video where I unbox and assemble this pressure washer, I also use it to clean my patio, and it did a really good job. At the end of this past season, I used it to clean my push lawnmower. The caked on grass and dirt underneath usually takes me quite a bit of manual effort to try to scrape all that out. With the 15-degree nozzle, I was able to wash down my push mower, and then underneath, I did use it until I realized I needed to use the turbo nozzle. The turbo nozzle clearly does a much more powerful job. Though I do have to be careful it's not too abrasive, but on the blade and getting the grass off, it really did a good job. If you do use this on a gas lawnmower, you do have to be careful not to get water into the carburetor and down into the air intake. This is an old mower, so I'm not quite as concerned. I also used it to clean the exterior of my lawn tractor before I put it away for the winter. This is the GFCI for my old Husky pressure washer. The prongs being on the GFCI did not allow me to plug this directly into my outside wall outlet, whereas this one, the pigtail, does allow me to do so. I have a like-dislike relationship with that hose reel. It initially seemed like a really good idea. However, it can be kind of fiddly. You have to disconnect both ends. You have to disconnect the end from the wand as well as from the pressure washer itself. Lay it out. And then wrap it up, using a little bit of tension as you do so to keep it tight on the reel. And when you take it off the reel, it often is curled and the hose is pretty thin, so it can tend to kink. The hose being so thin walled does make it light, and there are times when you stow it away. I do like the tidiness that the spooled hose provides. Trying to coil up the power cord on the back, it's a little bit low, and often when you get to the end you don't really have a perfect ending to wrap it up at the very end, but all in all it works out very well because it keeps the weight down low, so again makes it easier for moving this around. I really was eager to find out if it uses that much less water than if I were to wash a vehicle by hand. Use a regular garden hose and sprayer. I used the regular nozzle for 1 minute and watch what it does. Yeah, it almost fills it to the top. Now look what happens when I use the Ryobi pressure washer. This is using 1.2 gallons per minute. If it uses the water so much more efficiently, take a look. after 1 minute, use so much less water. So I'd say right there shows how much more efficient the pressure washer is. Yes, it's using electricity, but it is definitely using less water, which makes the water work harder for me. The user manual says you should use pump protector after every use and before you stow it away for the season. I didn't use any pump protector at all last year. It's supposed to help remove hard mineral deposits. It's supposed to help the seals and the pistons. It is supposed to keep it from having troubles for freezing in the winter. You are supposed to use an actual pressure washer detergent. I ended up making my own just using car wash. The soap nozzle distributes the detergent at a 20-to-1 ratio. So I ended up making what they recommended on the bottle for car wash. I made it 20 times stronger. I am using hot water just to help dissolve it a little bit. I wouldn't normally wash a car in direct sunlight, but I did want to do it just to see how it worked out. It really shows off the streaks and such, so I really wanted to see if just using regular car wash in the detergent tank with a higher concentration, if it could still be used. Here's the soap dispenser nozzle. You make this easy for returning what you didn't use by being able to just unplug that tank and pour it back. Because it's not contaminated because it's a downstream process from the pump, so it siphons in the amount necessary downstream of the pump, so it's not actually putting water in here. So this is just as I put it in. And it's got some water spots there. Again, that's because I left out in the sun, didn't wipe it down. Otherwise, it did pretty much clean it, which is pretty quick and easy. In the end, the result was fine. And I think it did a fine job. Considering I didn't use any hand wash on it, it seemed to emulsify the dirt and the streaks on it and rinsed off just well. When you go and check out these other videos, I'll meet you over there and we'll go and find out what works in real life.